You ever notice how things start out like fire with a woman? The calls, the text, the constant attention, and then suddenly it's like the warmth is gone? She becomes distant, colder, and you're left wondering what changed. It's confusing, right? But here's the truth. When she pulls away, it's not always because she stopped caring. Sometimes it's because she's testing whether you'll lose yourself trying to keep her. That's where most men fail. They chase harder, beg, or overcompensate, and that only pushes her further away. But if you know how to flip that dynamic, if you know how to hold your ground with quiet strength, she'll come back to you in ways you didn't expect. In this video, I'll break down deep, practical ways to stop being the man she drifts from and start being the man she feels drawn to again. First thing, break her routine of predictability. When you give her the same version of yourself every single day, she tunes out. Think about it. When she first met you, there was mystery, spontaneity, a sense that she didn't fully know you yet. That's what kept her engaged. But once you've become predictable, same texts, same energy, same approach, she stops feeling that pull. The key here is to reintroduce unpredictability into the dynamic. Switch up your rhythms. If you always reply instantly, don't. If you always initiate, stop. If you've been too available, create space. Not in a childish way, but in a way that makes her recalibrate how she sees you. Because when you disrupt the routine, you force her to pay attention again. Predictability kills attraction. Mystery revives it. Second thing, shift your focus from her to your mission. Here's the harsh truth. Women can sense when a man has no greater purpose beyond them. And the moment she feels she's the center of your entire world, her respect for you begins to slip. Why? Because deep down, she wants to feel like she's joined a man who's already in motion, not one who's waiting for her to give him meaning. So if she's distant, don't spend all that energy trying to figure out why. Put that energy into your craft, your goals, your body, your mind. When she sees that you're living for something bigger than her, she's reminded of your value. And more importantly, you remind yourself of who you are outside of her. That shift alone changes the entire dynamic. Third thing, control the frame with calmness. When a woman pulls back, most men get emotional. They overreact, panic, or get passive aggressive. But here's what you need to understand. Whoever controls their emotions controls the frame. If she pulls away and you stay grounded, calm, and unshaken, you send a silent but powerful message. I am not dependent on your mood to be steady. That kind of composure is rare, and it makes her rethink everything, because women test not what you say, but how you react. Your silence, your patience, your refusal to crumble under pressure, that's what makes her chase back. Calmness is more attractive than charm. Fourth thing, reignite curiosity by becoming less accessible. One of the strongest psychological triggers is curiosity. If she knows everything about your life, every detail of your day, there's nothing left to wonder about. And when there's no wondering, there's no pull. So you need to give her less information, not more. Be selective about what you share. Let her see glimpses of your life, not the full picture. Maybe you're working on a project, but don't tell her all the details. Maybe you go out, but only post small pieces of the night. The less she knows, the more her mind fills in the blanks. And that's where curiosity builds attraction. She should be asking herself, what's he up to? Who's he with? Why didn't he tell me this? That curiosity is what keeps her chasing. Fifth thing, stop rewarding distance with attention. This is where most guys lose the game. She pulls away and they respond by giving her more texts, more calls, more effort. But here's the reality. If you reward her distance with attention, she'll only distance herself more. Instead, mirror her energy. If she slows down, you slow down too. If she stops calling, you don't chase with 10 missed calls. You show through your actions that her distance does not make you desperate. And that shift creates tension, because now she realizes that pulling away won't make you chase. It will only make her risk losing you. And women don't want to lose what they can't fully control. Sixth thing, build your presence in silence. Silence is not just the absence of words. It's a presence that speaks louder than talking. When you stop explaining, stop over-explaining, stop trying to convince her of your worth, that silence forces her to feel the space you've left behind. And if she values you, that silence will start to echo in her mind. She'll wonder what you're thinking, why you're not chasing, and whether she's losing her grip. Silence makes her reflect, while words often just give her reassurance. Use silence as a tool, not as punishment, but as a way to show you're not afraid of walking away. Seventh thing, reinforce your boundaries without apology. Attraction without respect never lasts, and respect comes from boundaries. If she crosses lines, being flaky, disrespectful, or manipulative, and you let it slide, she subconsciously lowers how she sees you. But when you calmly and firmly call it out, when you show that your standards matter more than keeping her happy in the moment, she feels that strength. Boundaries aren't about being controlling, they're about self-respect. And nothing reignites a woman's attraction faster than realizing you're a man who won't compromise his dignity just to keep her around. Eighth thing, let her feel the possibility of losing you. People only chase what they fear they could lose. And here's the truth. If she feels like you'll always be there no matter how she treats you, there's no urgency. But if she senses that your patience has limits, that your life will move forward without her, she feels that urgency again. Not through threats or ultimatums, but through action, through your growth, your silence, your standards. She starts realizing, if I don't step up, another woman will. That possibility flips the script entirely. At the end of the day, it's not about tricks or manipulation. It's about returning to the man you were before you started chasing. Steady, grounded, focused on your mission, and unapologetically yourself. That's the version of you she was drawn to in the first place. Women chase men who are secure in who they are. And when you reclaim that power, she has no choice but to feel the pull again. So remember, never lose yourself trying to keep someone else. Be the man who doesn't just attract her back, but the man who stays true to himself, with or without her.